my name is Maxim Antonyuk. I'm a student of the 9th form of Gymnasium number 5. I would like to present the results of our scientific investigation. The theme of our work is naming lexical and semantic peculiarities of pragmonims in modern internet discourse. What is a name that which we call a rose? By any other name would smell as sweet. William Shakespeare, Romeo and Juliet. Juliet was partly right, of course. Changing something's name won't change its underlying properties. A rose by any other name would smell just as sweet, or at least it would emit the same odor molecules. But names, like any other words we use to describe and label things, affect our perceptions. And perceptions, not just odor molecules, determine how we experience the world around us. Steven Pinker, noted psychologist and linguist, describes language as one of the wonders of the natural world, a uniquely human ability to shape events in each other's brains with exquisite precision. And anyone who's been moved by a novel, inspired by a passionate speech, or haunted by heartfelt song lyrics knows the power of language to not only describe events, but to spur emotion. How does it work? How a few letters, or even a single letter, turns on your imagination, and you can already smell a fried burger, or hear the sound of a Coke bottle being opened. Moreover, these words, signs, and names have become a part of our lives, and we meet them at every step. BMW, Nissan, Opel, these words turn on your imagination and makes you hear the sound power of car's motor. Prada, Gucci, Adidas, you're right, it's about clothes. Nokia, Samsung, Apple, there is no word about the phone, about the latest trends or quality, but a clear associative series is already built in your imagination. So, these words need no borders, they don't need a translation, they break into our language incredibly quickly. We are talking about the unique phenomenon of the concept of naming. We will try to reveal some of the secrets. We analyze the structure of the 100 most expensive brands in the world, according to the following features: lexical marker, graphic marker, combined marker. We found out that the largest percentage of pragmonims we studied, this is naming unit, was formed from the first names of the brand founders. They make up 40% of all pragmonims. This is justified by the fact that it guarantees uniqueness, dissimilarity, and protects against plagiarism. The second linguistic group of naming, abbreviation and acronyms, was guided by the same reasons. It occupies the second place in our study. We found 24 units, that's 24%. For example, the acronym G. Initially, these were two separate organizations, the cosmetic company like Chemical Industrial and the Faraday Electronics factory Gold Star, or Adidas Splicing. Adidas comes from the first three letters of the name of the younger brother Adolf, Adi, and the first three letters of the name Dassler, Das, which of founder of the company. The most famous letter M in the world of quick service restaurants is a good example of ambiguity. The fact is that we are used to associate this letter with the name of the founder of McDonald's, and it turns out that this is the Golden Arch, which symbolizes globalization and capitalism in the world. This is how myths are born. In fact, everything is much more prosaic. Richard McDonald, who created this arc, did not give it any meaning. He simply wanted to diversify the architecture of the restaurants in order to attract the attention of potential customers who passed by the establishment. Another group of pragmonims deserves our attention. These are pragmonims which are represented in the smallest number. First of all, it is neologism Google. This is the second name of the most famous search engine in the world. The first was Backup, but soon it was replaced by the Google. This is slightly modified Google. Or the graphic pragmonims of Apple and Nike stand out significantly. And Steve Jobs chose the word Apple not for semantic or aesthetic reasons, but for purely practical reasons. He wanted his company to be number one in telephone directory among all electronics manufacturers, where Atari was already. The choice of simple but at the same time memorable word for A was small, so the name Apple was born. In favor of this option was also the fact that the whole fruit in a stylized form resembled a tomato too much. It was necessary to get rid of unwanted associations. Well, after all, the word beat, which means white, is consonant with the word byte, beat. The chip, it turned out to be entirely related to computers. In linguistic research, the creation of a graphic marker prompted the birth of a new concept. For the company's trademark, Nike invented a concept that is associated with the sound the sneakers make during first movement, swoosh. So, in the course of researching of pragmonims of modern internet discourse naming, we were undeniably convinced that the authors of unsystematic pragmonims have reached their goal. The original uniqueness is always remembered and does not leave anyone indifferent.